Hi everyone, I'm Randy Unger with Unger the Radar, and with me today is videographer Erica A. Hi Erica, how are you?
Hi, thank you Randy for having me on your show. Today I believe we have a video and a movie that we're going to discuss.
Yes, we're going to talk about the new Melissa McCarthy comedy vehicle, The Boss, now out in theaters. Here is the trailer. Enjoy.
My name is Michelle Darnell, and I am the wealthiest woman in America. How wealthy am I? I wanted to come down on a golden phoenix, and I sure as shit did it.
I run your operation. While being a single mom, I deserve a pay raise.
You have a child.
Yeah.
Was that through intercourse?
Yes.
I usually get kind of an asexual vibe.
I never pictured her with genitals myself.
You're under arrest for insider trading.
Michelle, don't struggle.
Son of a bitch!
You're bankrupt. All your accounts have been frozen.
Claire, get me a new lawyer.
You don't have any money, you stupid ginger!
Mom, if she doesn't have anywhere to go, she should stay here.
Ha! Look at that. A bed and a sofa.
Careful, it's a bit temperamental.
It's not so bad. Oh, I think I shattered my pelvis.
Michelle, you need to get off the couch. Take Rachel to her dandelions meeting.
Our troop came in with $189,000.
Holy shit.
I object to parolees attending our meetings.
If you don't get off my back, I'm gonna shove a box of chocolate clusters up that tight ass of yours.
What is all this?
This is my way back. We are gonna start a brownie empire and teach these girls real business skills. We want some good recruits. Get in there, go for the aggressive girls.
I feel kind of sweaty and scared.
It's just the coffee kicking in. Oh, you know what? Oh, I may have switched them. I put a little splash of bourbon in mine. My name is Michelle Darnell, and this is my partner, and I don't mean partner like girl on girl stuff.
What's girl on girl stuff?
Something you're gonna dabble with in college, but not stick with,
Let's not,
you know?
don't tell her.
Unless you're Hannah. I think it's gonna fit you like a glove.
Don't call it a comeback!
Okay, Crystal, what do we say if somebody doesn't want to buy?
Buy my brownies or I'll kill you.
Don't say that, Crystal.
Hey, this is where dandelions sell.
Bitch. Ooh, that batch is burnt. That sweater just says, I give up.
You're making me feel very insecure right before my date. Don't.
If you could hear these sad basset hounds, they'd be saying, Claire, put us above
That's
your
not what my
waist.
boobs sound like.
Please don't zip me up in your jeans. Let me see this. Claire, it's like Geppetto.
And there you have it, Melissa McCarthy in The Boss, now out in theaters. Erica, what do you think of Melissa McCarthy? What are your
I mean, she's grown so much as an actress from her early career up till this newest movie, which I believe does demonstrate a different thing. I believe that her husband and her wrote it this time. I don't think she's ever written any of her movies before.
Yeah, she usually works with director and writer Paul Feig. They work together on Bridesmaids, The Heat, last year's Spy.
Spy was an interesting movie.
Yeah.
The one thing I didn't understand in Spy, why were all the CIA agents British?
That's just the way it is. They're always British. but yeah, she's doing really well. She's probably the most popular female comedian actor working today. Some might even say that she's become the new Chris Farley, but I don't think she's that ridiculous.
Well, I would hope she doesn't because I don't want her to end that way.
That would be bad.
Because after all, Chris Farley started out on Saturday Night Live, but then he had a successful career and then died all of a sudden.
I know.
I would hate to lose her that way.
No.
I mean, I've been a fan of her personally all the way back going to Gilmore Girls.
Gilmore Girls.
Great show. I'm looking forward to it when it comes back. They're doing a few episodes. It's actually interesting. They refuse to replace her.
Oh.
They're going to keep her on, and she hasn't had the time even to shoot.
Okay.
So they have several scenes that they're holding off till she has time.
Okay. And yeah, so you've been following her for quite a while. So
Yes.
that's early 2000s, right? Or mid 2000s?
Early 2000s.
Okay.
Because actually the show ironically follows a character who's exactly the same age as you and I.
Okay.
So you always know what season it is exactly by where you were in life.
Interesting. I like that. So yeah, she made it big in Bridesmaids. Obviously, that was back in I think 2010 or 11, and people just fell in love with her character. She was nominated for an Oscar, I believe, for Best Supporting Actress.
Yes.
And after that, she just starred in a string of ridiculous comedies. Some not so great, some pretty great. I'd say last year's Spy was among her best work.
Right. I
I'd say.
believe last year she did very well.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
she had Spy and she had St. Vincent's.
Okay, yeah, St.
Which I
Vincent.
believe was overlooked because it was not quite her typical movie.
Right.
But still very interesting.
It was
And
starring
this- yes.
Bill Murray. If you guys haven't seen it, it's a really interesting movie. It's a comedy and dramedy, if you will. And, Melissa McCarthy had a supporting role, I believe, in it.
Well, no, was the main female lead.
Well, you got Bill Murray, and then she
Yes.
was right there, too.
Well, and you had her son.
Right, him, too. But what's most interesting about her career, for me anyway, big Ghostbusters fan, big Ghostbusters buff. I actually dress up as a Ghostbuster for charity events for kids, or the New York City Ghostbusters. Melissa McCarthy has also put on a Ghostbusters suit, and she'll be seen in July in the new reboot of the classic franchise. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, now of her next movie coming out, Ghostbusters, I am interested in the idea that they are remaking Ghostbusters. I was a fan of the movies originally, not originally when they came out, I'm not that old, but
Right.
growing up on them. And I have mixed feelings on the idea of if it's going to be a good project or if it's just a way to make money. So I can't let my hopes really get in the way. I can't let my hopes get too high. But I am excited about this movie, and I'm excited to see her working. It's actually ironic how much she did work in such small roles over the years and how long
Right.
it took her till she got Gilmore Girls and Mike and Molly and Bridesmaids
Right.
and really grew into the character that we know her today in The Boss, which is an interesting thing. It's also interesting her hair is different in it.
Yeah.
Well, at least as a girl, I look at that.
Yeah, that was a nice hairdo, actually. Very different for her. And she's not like, she's not falling down the whole movie. She's not ridiculous as
It's not like Tammy.
Yeah, or the awful Identity Thief. I
Yes.
was not a fan of that. I don't think many people
But she's
were.
grown so much now in The Boss.
Yeah,
I think the children also made an interesting point. I was watching, besides the movie, the HBO look at making of it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
one of the things they talked about was the fight scene, which I believe we saw part of in the clip.
The Girl Scout fight scene in the streets, very West Side Story. Yeah, it's got ridiculous moments in it, but for the most part, it's actually kind of a smart, it's well written, thanks to McCarthy. And,
So it's a mix of everything. It's
yeah,
all the aspects we love about her
Right.
in one packaged movie.
Right,
Plus we
right.
have Peter Dinklage, who everyone loves.
Dinklage.
Dinklage, thank
Yes.
you. The midget from Game of Thrones.
little person.
Okay. The shorter individual who's
Right,
become
right.
famous as the imp on Game of Thrones.
And he's hilarious in this. He was in Pixels last year, which was also, he stole every scene he was in, basically. He's just got this very expressive face and great comedic timing. So it was really nice to see him in the movie, actually as Melissa McCarthy's love interest in the movie. But I'll let you guys watch that and see it for yourself. Also, Kristen Bell actually gave a really good performance in the movie. And I don't know if you followed her work as well, or
A little.
a little bit. Yeah, Veronica Mars, is a really smart, beautiful, talented actress. And yeah, in this film, she has a kid. She's a single mom, kind of struggling. And I think she adds a little bit of realism to the movie. And
Compared to the other things, I mean, between the fight scene
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
cookies, or there's also a sword fight, I believe,
There's a couple of fights that are off the wall and
that just dilute the movie a little, but then you get brought back to the plot and the story of it.
And it has a good flow, and I'd say Melissa McCarthy really carried it well. She carries her movies excellently. I don't know, she's really come a long way, and I think she's going to go even further, especially with Ghostbusters.
Well,
So.
we have to remind everyone, though, they have to go see The Boss.
Yeah, so The Boss is now out in theaters, rated R, and it's just a good time. So, also, I just wanted to mention, guys, she will be in Ghostbusters, as you know, and I am a Ghostbuster. Next Saturday at the Tribeca Film Festival. There's a street fair, and during that event, they're going to show the original movie from 1984, and then they're showing the documentary Ghost Heads, which chronicles the life of fans and geeks like myself who are pretty much obsessed with the movie franchise and do crazy things like dress up and go to events. So that's next Saturday, the 23rd of April. So if you're in the New York City area, come on down to Tribeca and check it out. Okay. So guys, we are going to take a short commercial break, but thanks for watching, and yeah, here's a commercial.